Okay, please try this question, everyone. I started the recording also anyways. It's a very simple one and very similar to what we have done in the last morning session, last one. So please try this, everyone. Got only 2 responses. What about others? Very few people are interactive. Boys and girls, please respond in the chat box so that you will also feel interested when you keep responding. Okay, I got some answers as 30 and 40. There is a confusion between 30 and 40 here, it seems. Others also, please try quickly. Sorry, just the question. Looks like the majority is with 40 right now. Okay, everyone says the answer is 40 right now. Others who said 30, can you cross check why people are saying 40? Once again. Person else, whoever said 30, just cross check once again whether your answer is correct or wrong. Maybe correct, maybe wrong. We'll check that. But yeah, you check it once again. Exactly, dear. Printing the value after updating. Yeah, let's see that. I mean, if you have any confusion anytime in case of pointers, just use pen and papers, then it will be proper. I mean, try to draw the memory allocation for the variables. Okay, first I have one integer variable called a. That is, let us assume that is in red color, that is 30. Then I have 2 pointers. Let me take a different color for that. I'll just represent that with some other color. Maybe I'm taking something green. Okay, C is a pointer which is storing address of A. And they have mentioned the address of A already. That is nothing but the first integer at the memory 4165. So C will be storing 4165 because address of A is 4165. Okay, as given in the question. Not a big deal. We don't care what is the address actually. Some address is there. So this is A, this is C. Then we are writing D equal to C. That means what? Address is being copied, right? D is another pointer. It is already declared. You can see that. In which whatever the value that is there in C is being copied. What is that? 4165. So D will also be 4165. I hope till here everyone is clear. Then we have A is equals to A plus 10. What is A value? 30. So 30 will become what? 40. So value of A is getting updated as 40. Okay. Now after that, I'm printing the value at C. What is the value at C? What is C? 4165. What is the value at 4165? 40. You observe that? We are printing the value through a reference for a variable which was modified. So the answer is 40. Understood that, everyone? People who said 30, I hope you understood where you made mistake. We are accessing through the address, which is 4165. What is the value at that address? 40. Because we have only one integer variable here, in that only we are updating. That only we are accessing. Okay. That's why the answer is 40. I hope it's clear, everyone. If any doubts, please ask. If not, going for the next one. Okay. See this question, everyone. Okay, what's the answer? I got multiple answers here. D and someone says C, 3 and D. Multiple answers here. What happened? But majority looks like the answer is 3. Okay. Let's see what's the question carefully. What is space complexity? Actually, space complexity means what? Amount of memory utilized, right? Okay. Now see, to run a program, how much memory is utilized is what? Space complexity is. What is there in that? Okay. Option one, amount of hard disk space required to store the program. Okay. Do we need to know how much amount of memory is required for storing the program? Or do we need to think of how much memory is needed for running the program? We should think about running the program, right? Not storing the program. Storing the program is not a big deal, right? Running the program is something which we have to think of. Next, amount of hard disk space required to compile the program. I mean, compilation is not at all a problem. You don't worry about compilation. Time complexity or space complexity are defined during the runtime, not during the compile time, right? Compilation is just loading the program. That's it. Actually speaking, now to making it getting it into runnable state. That's it. So running is something which we think of logically or anything. The amount of memory required to run the program, exactly. Yes, not compile. Okay, compilation is not at all worried. We don't worry about compile time at all anytime. Okay, clear everyone? Compilation is fixed. We cannot change the state time of compilation or space of compilation. Time only we have to write the logic. We should think of what time it is using and all. Okay. Compilation, we cannot do anything. Whatever the program we write, it compiles at the same time. Okay. Cool. The answer is running. Next. Try this one. Read it carefully and try. Okay. What happened? Only 2 or 3 responses. Others got the answer or not? So what you have to think of? The memory space needed by an algorithm has fixed part independent of the program instance and a variable part which changes according to the program instance solved. In general, which of these two is the prime concern for the algorithm designer? So should we think of the fixed part anytime? Fixed part is always fixed, right? Can we do anything for that? We can modify it or we can make it efficient or anything like that? No. The only thing we can make efficient or we can make better is variable part. So we have to think of the variable part alone. So answer is option 2. Okay. We don't need to worry about option fixed part at all. Fixed part is something which we will write for any program, like accepting input. Can we do anything in accepting input or declaring variables, anything like that? No, right? We'll think of the logical part only, the variable part only will think. Okay. Simple example, fixed part means I can consider that accepting inputs and all. Variable part means generating out. Do we need to think about the fixed part accepting inputs? No, that's fixed anyways. So that we won't think of that. We will think only the running part. That is nothing but variable part. Okay. So answer is variable part. Going for the next one. Please try this. What happened? Only two responses. What about others? Only two or three responses I got. Others, what happened? Maybe lunch or what? Or didn't finish lunch yet? What's the answer, boys and girls? Others also, please try to respond. The answer is what? Option 4. Okay. So now people are responding. Others also, please be interactive. So while calculating the time complexity of an algorithm, the designer concerns himself or herself primarily with runtime and not the compilation time. Why do we need to worry about runtime only? Very simple thing. Because we do compilation only once, but run multiple times for multiple inputs. Right? Very simple thing. We compile the program once. Once the compilation is successful, by giving different inputs, we'll try for running for multiple times. So we think of the logic in terms of runtime, not in terms of compile time. So it is always about number of compilation is only one, but running is multiple times. So simple way, very simple thing, theoretical answer, very easy one. Answer is option 4. Okay, whatever you got is correct. Absolutely correct. Going for the next one. Try this, everyone. See this carefully. I'll show the next slide. Once just look at the screen carefully. I'll show the next slide. I hope you have read clear. Can I show the next slide? We have one expression. Pankaj is writing one code and Maithili is writing another code. So Pankaj has written something like print a minus b, c by a minus b, then a minus b into a minus b. Like that he has written. So it is actually a minus b power 2. What is something which is visible here is a minus b power 2. Okay, I think it's not properly written, but it's power. Now, what is Michael writing? B is equal to a minus b, and she is writing something like this. Let's see that. In the place of a minus b, she has replaced that with b. So that in that case, what will be the output? Let's see that. Not output actually. What is the best code in terms of space? Which one is best in terms of speed? What the answer, anyone? Oh, 1, 4, 2, multiple answers here. Okay. So first tell me, which one uses less memory? Code A or code B? Which uses less memory? In terms of memory, which one is uses less memory? Here in the code B, which Michael wrote, we are using one extra variable called the B. That means code B uses more memory. That means what? Code A uses less memory. That means what? Either option 1 or 2 can be the answer. 3 and 4 will never be the answer. Am I right? Question else? Yes or no? Code A uses less memory. That means either option 1 or 2 should be the answer. Okay. Then what? Code A is lesser memory and is slower than code B or faster than code B? Code A is slower or faster? It is slower because we have to calculate A minus B every time. But in case of code B, calculate A minus B only once, we directly replace that with directly. So code A is slower and less memory. Okay. Because one less variable and every time we are calculating A minus B. That's it. Okay. Got it, everyone? I hope you understood that. Any doubts, anyone? Question else? Is it clear? I hope it's clear. Considering yes, going for the next one. Try this, everyone. Think about it carefully. We have to add only the diagonals here. Is it necessary to write n square? Square diagonal matrices. How much time complexity we need? What are the indexes of diagonals? Sorry, first, diagonal means square diagonal means you have to consider only one, right? What is the indexes set for diagonal? Primary diagonal we have to consider. What are the indexes of the primary diagonal? Think of that carefully. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and so on. Am I right? So it's always index is same, right? I is same as j always, right? So do I need to write two loops for that? Is it necessary to write two loops? Just think properly and think and answer it again. One for loop is enough, right? To access if the indexes are same, we don't need two for loops, right? We can write single for loop. Then do we need n square complexity? No, right? We can directly go with n complexity. That means we have to traverse the array only 1 to n times. Yes or no? Those elements only will add. Understood that? I think few people understood, but few didn't. No, it's square diagonal. Square diagonals only element only on the diagonal. One diagonal means what? Only one diagonal we have to consider. No? Even if I take second diagonal also, I can form an expression for second diagonal. See, without using another second variable, we can form, without using j, we can form condition or expression for second diagonal also. Okay, if you want, I'll tell you. Just see here. No notepad open. Okay, just see here. I'll tell you. Two square diagonals. Yeah, two square diagonals. I'm adding the elements only at the diagonals. I have to add the elements at the diagonals. How do I add it? All the sum I have to find. Just see that. I'll tell you. Where is that? Okay, here. Okay, just here. What, for example, if I take 2 by 2 matrix, what is the indexes? 0, 0. What happened? 0, 0, 1, 0, then 1, 1, then 2, 0. I think if you won't understand with 2 by 2, let me take 2 by 3 by 3, 2, 0. Sorry, 1, 0, 1, 1. Sorry, 1, 0. 1 second, my mistake. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. Am I right? Now the indexes are correct. Next, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. Then 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. I hope I'm right. Okay. Now see, now I'll write the for loop like this. Just see here. For I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. For I equal to 0, I less than n. N is nothing but size of the array, I plus plus. Okay. Now I'll write the third matrix, ARR 3. Or actually speaking, I need to add the sums. That's it, right? Result equals to maybe something like that. Or ARR of IJ. Instead of IJ, I'll write II. Because I and J are same, right? That means what? 0, 0, it will consider. C equals to A1 of II plus A2 of II. This will add the primary diagonal. Yes. Maybe I can add secondary diagonal also. How can I add? Tell me. What is the index of, what are the indexes of secondary diagonal? 0, 2. When I is 0, J is 2. So I'll write like ARR of I. I is fine. And what about J? It is actually speaking, it is nothing but very simple. N minus I minus 1, something like that. What is N? Size of the array, which is nothing but 3. 3 minus 0 is 0. 3 minus, sorry, 3 minus 0 is 1. 3 minus, 3 minus 0 is 3. Again, 3 minus 1 is 2. So when I is 0, the second index will become 2. Understood what I'm saying? Just here, I is 0. N is what? 3. Minus I is what? 0. Minus 1. What is it? 2. Got 2? Yes. When I is 1, what will it be? I is 1. What will be this one? 3 minus 1 minus 1. 3 minus 1 minus 1. What is it? 1. That's all right. 1, 1. It's adding. You will get same way when I is 2. What will I get? When I is 2, n minus 3 minus I. I is 2 minus 1. What is 3 minus 2 minus 1? 0. Right? Why do you, uh, why do you want to compile it here? You are able to understand that expression, right? It's all about that expression what we are writing. That's it. I hope it's visible what I wrote. Is it visible or not? What I am whatever I typed. Not. Did you understood how I got the indexes? Materials. See, I can get both index of first diagonal and secondary diagonal using these elements, using these two variables. N is the size of the array minus I minus 1. So anywhere am I using secondary variable? Am I using J anywhere? No. That means how many times am I running loop? 3n times. So what is the complexity I have to write the program with? Theta of n. Okay, big O of n or theta of n. Understood? I hope everyone. Simple one, nothing big deal. Consider it's theta of n. Okay, clear? I hope. Going for the next one. Next, just see this. I think. Okay, upper triangular matrix. Please try this. Check. How many total additions will be there? This program has. Simple question only. Please try it carefully. You will get it easily. Question 255. Everyone got it? It's a very simple question. It's not a difficult thing. Here you need to think how to save time actually. So what is upper triangular matrix? And including diagonal they are doing. So for example, if I take 3 by 3 matrix, what is upper triangular matrix? It's like this. If the 3 by 3 matrix will be like this. Okay. Like this will have a 3 by 3 matrix. Now in this upper triangular matrix means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 elements. Do you agree? Including the diagonal means. Yes or no? Is that what I can consider? Yes, personals. Okay. So now in the same way, what is it? It is like 3 plus just 3 additions. Then here 2 additions. Then here 1 addition. So 3 plus 2 plus 1. It is like sum of 3 natural numbers. Do you agree? Personals. Understood that? If it is 3 by 3, I need to add 3 additions, 3 number of additions, then 2 additions, and 1 addition. So it is 3 by, for 3 by 3, we have to do sum of 3 natural numbers. 10 by 10, what I have to do? Sum of 10 natural numbers. What is sum of 10 natural numbers? 10 into 10 plus 1 by 2, which is nothing but 55. Understood that? Need not do it, don't write everything and then calculate how many are there. We can simply understand that it is n into sum of n natural numbers, number of additions. I hope everyone understood that. Person else understood or not? For 3 by 3, First line, 3 additions. Second line, 2 additions. Last one, 1 addition. So 3 plus 2 plus 1 additions. For n 10 by 10, it will be what? 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 additions. Sum of 10 natural numbers. Okay, cool, super. Going for the next one. Sorry. It's saying 2 upper triangular. We are adding only 1. How many additions are happening? That's all right. See, this element will get added with the other element of second matrix 1. This element will get added with the other elements 1. That's all. This element will get added with the other elements 1. How many additions? 3 additions. If I talk about 1, automatically I am talking about the second one also. Understood that? Simple logic. Got it. Okay, cool. Super. Cool. See the next one. Just see this, everyone. Once again. Okay. There is some mistake in the question. I'll correct it. Just see it till here. Actually, there is some mistakes in the question. Ignore this question. We have a correct question later on. I'll show you that time. Okay. There are some mistakes in the question. I'll show you that later. That question alone. Just a second. We have that question again. I'll show you at that time. Okay. See this, everyone. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Just wait. Okay. See this. Try from here. Please try this question, everyone. Easy questions only. You can do it easily. Let's try. Cool, super. Everyone got the answer. So it is actually sum of factorial program with recursion. We know it very clearly. What is n factorial? N into n minus 1 factorial, right? So that only we are writing. Return n into factorial of n minus 1. I hope everyone got option 4 only. Super, cool. Yes, answer is option 4. Perfect. Going for the next one. Nothing big. I hope everyone knows this factorial program. If anyone doesn't know, it's very simple. If I ask what is 5 factorial, what can I tell? 5 into 4 factorial. 4 factorial can be written as what? 5 minus 1 factorial. Right? 5 minus 1 factorial. It is like n into factorial of n minus 1. That's it. That only we are writing it as an expression. Okay? Like that. Yeah. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Instead of that, can I write 5 into 4 factorial? Obviously, right? I can write it, which is nothing but 5 into n minus 1 factorials. Okay. That only we are calling through recursion. Got it? Cool. Try this, everyone. Got it, everyone? So everyone says answer is option 1. So what we have to do, Tanuju writes a function to take its input n and calculate sum of first n natural numbers. When will I return 1? Here, if question mark return 1. When will I return 1? How many numbers if I add it is 1? Only 1 if I add. Sum of 1 natural numbers is 1. So I'll write if n equals to 1, return 1. If not, return n sum of n minus 1. Simple. Okay. Option 1. Perfect. Cool. Going for the next one. See this question. I'll show you the next part. There is some more question. I think there is some more part. I'll show you that. Okay, I hope you have read that. First even natural numbers we are calculating. Sum of first even natural numbers. This is what written. Just see that. If I call the function with sum of 30, how many times the function will be called? How many times? Number of times it is called for 30. If 30 is the input, how many times we called is what you have to think. No need to do it with 30, do it with a smaller number and try to formulate it. If you take 10, what is happening? Just try, then you can result, can do it for 30 also. You can easily directly tell the answer. Don't write 30, 29, 30, 28, and so on. Not necessary to do that much. Okay, I hope everyone got the answer. The number of additions are 14 or 15. Number of function calls. How many times the function sum will be called to compute sum? First, we are calling sum of 30. Right? That also we have to count. 30 will be called. Then what? 28. Then what? 26. Like this, you have to keep counting. Till where? At what time we are returning the value? We are returning the value at, I think we are returning it. Sorry, it doesn't go back. Okay. So we are returning at 2. When n equals to 2, we are returning. Okay. For easy understanding, I'll try to do it with 10 maximum. So 10 if I do, what is happening? 10 will call with 8. 8 will call with 6. 6 will call with 4. 4 will be called with 2. For 2, it will return. For 10, how many times you are getting? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. First one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. 5 times you are calling for 10. If 10 is input, you are calling for 5 times. If 20 is input, how many times you call? 10 times. Right. If 20 is input, we'll call 10 times. If 30 input, how many times we'll call? 15 times. Simple, right? Every time it is reduced by 2. Simple way. Can be easily understood. Okay. Answer is 15. What you said is absolutely correct. If I don't count a function of 30, then what you said 14 is correct. But here we are calling sum of 30 also, right? That is also one function call. Okay. That's why it is 15. Cool. Going for the next one. Try this. See this, everyone. I'll show the next, but till then, see here. See till here. I hope you have seen the code. Can I go for the next slide? If n equals to 5, we are returning 5. If not, n plus calculate of n minus 5, we are calling. So if I calculate the function with 20, what value will it return? If the function is called with 20, what is it returning? What is it returning? You have to calculate it. Please try. If the input is 20, what will be the output? Super. Looks like everyone got it. 50. Super. So first we are calling the function with 20. 20 equals to 5 is false. So it will again call the function with 20 plus calculate of 15. C of 15. Right. So what will 15 do? 15 will again call the function with 15 plus C of 10. Now 10 will again call the function with 10 plus C of 5. For 5, what will happen? 5 will return 5. That means this is 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. We'll return 15 here. 15 plus 15 is 30. We'll return 30 here. 30 plus 20 is what? 50. Perfect. What you have said is absolutely correct. Easy one, I guess. Not a difficult one. Very easy one. I hope everyone understood. Going for the next one. 50 is the answer. What you got is absolutely correct. See this one. I remember yesterday someone asked me compile time, runtime errors. What are these? Something like that question. Let's see this. What happened? Multiple answers here, 2 and 1. Why? Check carefully. People who said different answers I'm getting. I don't think it's that difficult. It's an easy one. Okay. Ravi is writing a program in C++. C++ uses for keyword for loop. Due to distraction, Ravi writes GOR instead of for. So what is that? What is that? When will the spelling mistakes detected? During the stage of compilation itself. In the stage of compilation itself, it will be detected. It will show that compile time error. Is the compilation successful here? No, right? If it is error is detected, compilation is not successful. So even compilation is also not done. The code will not compile at all. Code may work for some inputs. How will it work? It won't work, right? See, if I, instead of for, if I write GOR, how will it work? It is compile time error, right? It is a syntax error. In the syntax checking itself, it will be error. Syntax checking, when will it be done? During the compile time. So before even compilation is not successful. Compilation is incomplete. Okay. If no errors, if no syntax errors, compilation will be successful. That successfully compiled code will enter into running state and it will generate the output. There is no compilation at all, then how will it generate an output? How will it work for some cases? It will never work. Understood that? The code is not compiled at all. Okay, it's not successful compilation. I hope understood everyone. Even without successful compilation, program is terminated because of the syntax error. Okay. Going for the next one. I hope you got it. See this everyone. We have to say a generalized answer. What does the compiler do? Compiler converts the programming language into low-level language. It's not any specific. We have to tell a generalized answer. It is nothing but compiler converts the code into high level to low level. Low level means what? It can be any level, maybe assembly level or maybe machine code or whatever it may be. It can be anything. But in C language, it is machine level. Low level means then that will be converted to assembly code. sorry, not assembly code, that will be converted to machine code. But in other languages, direct conversion will be done into assembly machine code. So it's not a generalized answer. Is if you have to generalize, I would tell that machine code high level language will be converted to low level language. That's it. Okay, generalized answer. Cool. See the next one. These are theory questions. Some 5 to 6 theory questions are there. Try to answer them quickly. For these kind of questions only, we have to save our time. Okay, so this one, what's the answer? I got multiple. I think I got different answers. Where are the answers? Option four, you said. The language of the program. Okay. So the program is compiled and by Tarun on his machine. Whether it will run on different computer will depend on. Okay, language dependency you are telling. Okay, can be considered. But there are programming. Okay. A program is composed by Tarun on machine. Whether it will run on a different computer will depend upon. Does it only depend on language? Is it always like that? If the language is same, can we run it? See, if I take two systems, I am running C program here, I am running C program there. Will it run for sure? If the it won't depend on anything else. Okay, I have a Java program. I have written in one computer and I'll give it to another person. Will it run for sure? If Java is people say platform dependent, but still somehow the other way, if it has JDK, yes, it will run. But still, again, JDK is again dependent, right? Indirectly, JDK is also dependent, right? Here they are not asking programming language is compiler dependent or independent or anything like that. They're talking about running environment. It should have a JDK. It depends on the software architecture as well as hardware configuration also, right? See, first thing, if I have to answer a generalized answer, it depends on multiple things. It depends on OS. In terms of C language, it depends on OS. In terms of other languages, it depends on the hardware. Because we cannot install softwares of JDK or JVM, JDK or Python or anything in all the hardware systems, right? It depends on the hardware configuration. In the recent times, maybe you haven't seen anything like that. But earlier, we cannot install Java in all the systems. In the systems from Pentium processor or something like that, only we can install. So it's not possible to run every program everywhere. It depends on both software as well as hardware, operating system as well as hardware configuration also. Okay, remember this. It's not only language, even if the language is same between two computers, still we cannot assure that it will run. Okay. No language, we cannot assure that. If they are asking about platform dependency, platform independency, generally in simple words, then we can tell Java is platform independent or Python is platform independent, something like that. But here the concept is different. Okay, good. Next, see this one, everyone. Sakshi writes a code in a high-level language on a Pentium 3 machine, which she wants to execute on a Motorola chip. What of the following will she run on the code? So one processor is there, another processor is there. She wants to compile in another system. Is it possible generally? No. How do we do it? We do it through cross compilers. Okay, remember this, it's a theoretical question. We run one program in another language, in another systems through cross compilers, if we have any. In the recent times, we are not having any cross compilers, but earlier we used to have cross compilers. Okay, got it? Cool. I mean, in a way, we can tell JVM is also a cross compiler. JDK is a cross compiler we have to consider. Okay, because in different systems, we can install the same architecture, we can create it. It's a cross compiler, it can run on any operating system. Right? Those are called as, another word can be called is nothing but cross compilers. Understood, everyone? Lot of theory questions. Need to remember these things, question else. Hope you can remember. If not, just make a note or take a screenshot or something like that. Okay. Previous question answer I told, no, both hardware and software, both hardware and operating system. Okay. Previous one, both hardware and operating system. This one, cross compiler. Please try to remember these things. See this, everyone. Next one. Sahana has 10,000 line of code. She is trying to debug it. She knows there is a logical error in the first 25 lines of the code. Which of the following will be an efficient way to debug it or something like that, right? Yeah. Efficient way of debugging. Second question, Sanjana. Okay, this one. Done, Sanjana? Got it, I hope. Next. People who are trying this, make it fast. Yeah. So Sahana has 10,000 lines of code. She's trying to write. Okay, see, we know that there is a logical error in the first 25 lines. For rectifying that error, do I need to run the whole program or complete the whole program? Is it necessary? No. If I use interpreter, I can run only the 25 lines individually, right? What is interpreter actually? Interpreter means nothing but something which executes line by line execution, right? Every line will be executed individually. So if I know that error is already in the first 25 lines, I'll run only them and rectify that. That's it, right? So I should apply or I should use interpreter on the first 25 lines, rectify them, then done. Right? No need to run or compile the whole code, not necessary. As we know, where is the error? If you don't know where is the error, then maybe we have to go for checking it line by line. Every line we have to check all the 10,000 lines we have to compile and run, or anyways, it works the same. But we know the error place. Okay. Next. This one, everyone. Okay. Here I want to let you know that can you tell me what is the difference between compile time error, logical error, syntax error? What are these three things? Compile time error, logical error, runtime error, syntax error. Four things I am taking. Compile time, logical, syntax, runtime. What are the differences between them? First thing, can you tell me what is compile time error actually? Compile time error means what? Any syntactical mistakes or any mistakes in the spelling mistakes or anything like that. If you are writing incorrectly or maybe semicolon mistakes basically rules, syntactical rules, right? Keywords mistakes, yeah. Meanings mistakes, names mistakes, these things are called as syntax errors or compile time errors. Both are same, right? Syntax errors, compile time errors. Can I consider both are same? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, cool. Super. Now, let us talk about runtime errors. What is runtime error means? Program will run successfully for some inputs, but program will give error for some other inputs. And it is called as what? Runtime error. Error I am talking about. Okay. It will not give the output. It will give error. Those are called as runtime errors. Yeah. Example, timeout, infinite loops, or divide by zero. These are called as runtime errors. Right? When I run the program, compilation is successful, but when I run the program, I'm not getting output. Okay. For whatever the input, I'm not getting the output. It's giving runtime error. That is runtime error. Now, here in this case, what is it? Okay. What is logical error? For some inputs, it will give correct answer. For some other input, it will give answer, but still wrong answer. It gives answer, but wrong answer. In that case, logical mistake. Very simple, right? That is called logical error. Output will be given. Whatever it may be, you will get the output. That is called logical errors. If no output, program is terminated for some cases, runtime error. Okay. So that's the difference between compile time errors, logical errors, runtime errors. So remember that difference. So answer is logical error. Okay. Next, see this one. Read this. I'll show the next slide. If it's done reading, I'll show the next slide. Reshma is debugging a piece of code. It takes several iterations of modifying and executing code. Mohammed has to deliver a product to the customer. This customer will run multiple times. Okay. I hope it's clear till here. Okay. Reshma, just see that. What happened? Reshma wants her debug cycle to take minimum possible time, while Mohammed wants his product runtime is minimum. So what tool should Reshma use and what tool should Mohammed use respectively? What should they use? Reshma's target is debugging. Which one is good for debugging? Interpreter, because line by line we can debug. And which one is better for delivery, product delivery? We have to deliver something to the customer means that should be already compiled. There should not be any compilation errors. And it should directly, user should run it and touch it, right? User will not know what is compilation and all. And user don't know what is interpretation. He cannot run line by line, right? He will run the whole program and he will check what is the whether the output is correct or wrong multiple times. That's it. So for Reshma, compiler is better. For Mohammed, interpreter, sorry, for Reshma, interpreter is better. For Mohammed, compiler is better. Because product delivery, compiler, debugging, interpreter. Okay. I hope everyone understood that. Okay. Going for the next one. Next. See this question, everyone. Did you get these kind of questions in the exam yesterday or day before yesterday? Compiler, interpreter, processors, these questions? No. Okay. Maybe you'll get today or tomorrow, I guess. Let's try. See this, remember important questions. These questions are repeated in DXC a lot of times. DXC questions. Compiler, are you sure? Check carefully. Gautam writes a program to run on a Motorola processor. Pentium, these are processors, dear. Type of processors. Right now we have Intel, AMD, right? Pentium, Motorola, these are processors. Simple words I can tell is processors. Cannot get in more detail. Lot of things are there if I have to talk about them. But simple idea is that, okay, type of processor. That only we have to know. Actually, answer is simulator here. What is simulator? I think few people would know it. People who play games or maybe, do you know, have you ever used BlueStacks? Have you ever heard about BlueStacks? Anyone? Do you know BlueStacks? Few people would have heard about it. It was actually Android simulator, if you remember. In Windows, earlier, right now we have all these applications which we can run on the Windows also directly. Google Meet, Zoom, all these things we are directly able to install on Windows now. But earlier, we didn't have this Windows version of applications. We only had Android version of applications. So to install these kind of applications, we used to install BlueStacks. In BlueStacks, we used to install these apps. BlueStacks is a simulator actually. It's an Android simulator. Simulator means what? It simply which creates an environment to run. Okay. It creates another environment in our system. Like see, earlier we had this iOS simulators also. I don't know whether you have used it or not, but earlier we had in an Android mobile we can install iOS for iOS simulators. Earlier we had iOS simulators. Now we don't have anything like that. But yeah, earlier in back in 2011 or something like that, we have iOS simulators, Android simulators, all these things. Right. So it's like to create another environment in another architecture. In a Windows, I can create Android simulation. Okay, that is called a simulator. Okay, here also answer is actually simulator. Gautam writes a program. Yeah, dog box, something like that. Lot of things are there. Okay. Yes, that what does that create? BlueStacks create an Android environment to install Android applications, right? So it creates a that is called as a simulator, which is simulating an Android architecture. Okay. Yeah, like that. BlueStacks is one of the famous simulator which we had earlier. Like that only. Anything, whichever we can run, wherever we can create another environment in another system, that is called as a simulator. So here, what is it? He wants to see the program. How will it execute on Motorola processor using Pentium machine? In a Pentium machine, I want to create an environment of Motorola processor. How can I do that? Only possibility is by installing a simulator of Motorola machine. Got it? If I have a simulator of Motorola processor, then I can install it on my Pentium machine and take it. That's it. I hope understood everyone. Okay, see this everyone. Okay, see this question everyone. These are series of questions. It's not one question. First slide will be fixed. The second slide will keep changing. Second part of the question will keep changing. I hope you understood this one. We are just taking two parameters y and z, incrementing y value by 1, z value by 1, and we are doing y by y minus z and returning it. Okay. Next, let's see here. We have a function calculate with a comma a and b. Then we are calling the function modify inside that with a comma b. Now after that we are printing a space and c. But just see the remaining also. We'll come back again. Assume that a and b are passed by value. I hope you know what is pass by value, pass by reference. You know that everyone? Pass by values means we'll pass the variables directly. Pass by reference means we'll pass the address of the actual variables. Right? Yes. Yeah. If you pass here pass by value. So whatever see, if I modify the copy variables, will it affect the original variables? If I use pass by value, in pass by value, if by using pass by value, if I pass values, if I make modifications in the copy, will it affect the original values? No, never. But the same thing if I do through pass by reference, will it affect? Yes, it will affect the original values. So here it won't affect the original values because it is pass by value. So let us calculate what is the answer. Now, 5, comma 10 are the numbers. We are passing 5, comma 10 as y and z. So y is 5, z is 10. Y is 5, z is 10. What will happen? Y is incremented as 6, z is incremented as 11. We are returning 11 minus 6 or 6 minus 11. 6 minus 11. What is 6 minus 11? 6 minus 11 is minus 5. That's all right. Minus 5. So it will come back. Now in this, what is there? Print A. Now tell me, we modified y value, but did we modify actual phi value, A value? Did we modify it? No. A value is still 5 only. So it will print A, which is 5. And then C value is something which is getting returned. That is nothing but minus 5. So what is the answer? 5 minus 5. Understood that, everyone? C value is not updated value, which is original value only. Minus 5 is the value which we returned from the function. So answer is 5 minus 5. I hope everyone understood that. If you want, I'll just show it previously. Okay, just see that. Okay, just listen from here. First, we have a call. We are calling a function called modify 5, comma 10. So modify of 5, comma 10 we are calling. So what is the values here? Here are A and B values. A value is 5, B value is 10. In which function? Calculate function. Okay. Now we are passing it into modify function. In the modify function, what are they? Just see that. In the modify function, they are y and z. That means what? Y value is 5, z value is 10. Agreed? Understood, everyone? Now what are we doing? Y equal to y plus 1. Y value was 5, it will become 6. Then z equal to z plus 1, z value will become 11. Now we are returning y minus z. That means what? 6 minus 11. What are we returning? Minus 5. Where will it return? Wherever we called. Where did we call the function? Here. That means what? Modify has returned minus 5. That will be stored in C. So C value is minus 5. Okay. Now after that, we are printing A value. What is A value? Did we modify A value? No. A value is still 5 only. So answer is 5 first output. Then print one space, space will be printed. Then print C. What is C value? Minus 5. Understood that? So answer is what? 5 space minus 5. I hope it's clear now. Is it clear, boys and girls? As it is passed by value, it is not the change in the function. Change of y and z is not affecting the original values because it is passed by value. I hope everyone understood that. Now, clear, super. Okay, going for the next one. Answer is option 4. Okay. I hope you got it. Option 4, 5 minus 5. Going for the next one. Let's try. Similar question, but here, see it carefully. We are taking modify of b comma a, return a minus b. Okay, b comma a, return a minus b. Similar program, but not same. Just see it carefully. Now, a is 5, b is 12, c is some not initialized, c is equal to modify of a comma b. Passed by reference here. What will be the output? They are asking only c value. So whether it is passed by reference or passed by value, does it affect us? What will be the output? If you want, I'll show you. A and B values are 5 and 12. A and B values are 5 and 12. A was 5, B was 12. In the actual call. Here what will it be? You have to predict. Got the answer? Please try. In the actual function, A value was 5, B value was 12. But here we are taking it as B comma A. That means what? In the copy of the function, B value in the copy function, B value is 5, A value is 12. Agreed? Then we are again returning A minus B. What is A minus B? 12 minus 5. That's all right. A minus B. A value is 12. 12 minus 5. What is 12 minus 5? 7. Am I right, everyone? So 7 will be returned. 20. What is the value of 7? C 7. Got it or not? Or should I repeat? Nothing is there. A and B, 5 and 12 are copied. 5 and 12 are copied as the variable names as B and A. So A value was 5, but that becomes as B. Now B value was 12, but that becomes as A. Now by printing, we are returning B A minus B, the current A minus B. What is the current A value? 12. 12 minus 5 is what? 7. That's it. Easy one, I hope. Nothing difficult. B minus A or A minus B? A minus B, dear. Modify function as A minus B, not B minus A. In this case, it's the modify is not always difference. They have written manually. Here, modify is nothing but A minus B is what they have written. They can write anything within. Depending on the situation, they might ask us modify. They might ask us addition. They might do multiplication. Here I will write, for suppose I can write here, A into B I'll write. In that case, output will change. Instead of writing A minus B, I can write A into B also. In that case, output will change. Okay? That is used. They gave the code. According to that only we are doing it. Okay? Got it? Cool. I hope everyone understood. Yes, 7. Yes, we got it already, right? 7 is the answer. Okay? Yeah. That's okay, dear. No problem. A minus B. Okay? Cool. Going for the next one. How minus 7, dear? See, just see carefully. I think, did I make any mistake? No, it's perfectly fine. Just see. If you got confused, first value, we are calling the function with A comma B. That means what? Modify of 5 comma 12 I am calling. Okay. This will come to the function. There we are taking the function parameters as B comma A. So this value, first value which I passed will become B value. B value is 5. Then A value is 12. There they took the variable name as B comma A. Okay. If you want, I'll show you that once. Just see that it's taken as B comma A. So that B comma A. Parameters they have accepted as B comma A. So B value is 5, A value is 12. Now I want to return A minus B. What is A? 12. And what is B? 5. 12 minus 5 is 7. Got it? I hope you got it now. Understood where you made mistake? It is not 5 minus 12, it is 12 minus 5. Okay. Going for the next one. Please see this question, everyone. Again, it is like y equal to y plus 1, z equal to z plus 1, y minus z. Still any doubt? Someone goes to something? No, it's not. It's similar, but it's not. There is some difference. Pass by reference is address passed, and pass by value is, in the sense, value is passed. That's it. Yes, exactly, Sanjana. That's it. You will understand the difference with more questions. Where will it affect? Till now, whatever the questions we have solved, it was not affecting us. Whether it is pass by value or pass by reference, it was not affecting. That's why I didn't concentrate about it much. I'll show you the question. It will affect it. I think this question it will affect us. Let us see. See, A comma B, 12 comma 20. We are printing A and C. See it carefully. Now A and B are passed by reference. See this question. A and B are passed by reference. What will be the output they are asking? So if I do pass by reference, what does it mean? A has some address. A is 12. Okay. 12 has some address. Let us assume that is X. And B is 20. B also has some address. Let us assume, okay, let's not take X, because X is there used. You might get confused. I'll use some other address. Let us consider 100 is the address. And let us consider B's address is 200, something like this. Random addresses I'm taking. Now it will go back. It will call. Now we are calling the function modify pass by reference. Pass by reference means what? For function modify, we are passing 100, 200. Okay. 100, 200 are actually passed. We are passing through reference. Now, what we are doing? Y and Z. So what is Y? Y is nothing but address of A. Indirectly, it is pointing to A. If you make any modifications by Y, that means it will affect A also. Okay. Y equal to Y plus 1 means what? Y values is nothing but star of 100. What is value at 100? 12. So if I modify Y, that will affect 12 also. That means here only we are modifying. A will become 13. Okay. The actual value will become 13. Same way, the actual value of P will become 21. Okay, because it is passed by reference. Now we are writing y minus z. What is y minus z? 21 minus 13. What is 21 minus 13? What is 21 minus 13? You have to tell. 21 minus 13 is 8. Am I right? 8 or 7? 8 only, right? Yeah, 8. So 8 is the return value we got. So now 8 is returned. So let's go for the next slide and see what is it happening. Now we are printing the value. Okay, sorry. We are printing. We got the C value. What is the C value we got? C value we got is 8. Yeah, but we are printing A value. What is A value right now? 13. See that we are taking the updated modified value because of pass by reference. And then space and then C. So what is the answer? 13, 8. If it was pass by value, answer would have been 12, 8. As it is because of pass by reference, the answer is 13, 8. Understood? Is it clear? I hope you understood that. Yeah, once again, very simple. 5 minus 8 again. Okay. 21 minus 13, how come minus 8? 21 minus 13, right? Y minus Z we are doing or Z minus Y? Y minus Z only. Why confusion? Okay, don't worry. See here, very simple. Okay, remember one thing, very simple thing which I am telling. Whatever the modifications you make on when you throw reference, whatever the modifications you make in the function, that will affect the original values. That's it. Okay. Initially, A value is 12, B value is 20. Okay. We have this. Now we are calling modify of C equal to modify of 12, 20. Okay. We are calling the function. It will call the function. Now it will come here. X is what is Y value? What is Z value? Y value, sorry. Oh, Y value is 12. Z value is 20. With pass by reference. It's not pass by value. Pass by reference. Now, Y equal to Y plus 1. Y value is what? 12. That will become 13. Y value becomes 13 as well as A value will also become 13. So whatever the modifications I make on copies, that will affect the original values in pass by reference. Okay. Now same thing. Z equal to Z plus 1 means Z value was 20. That will become 21. Both Z value as well as B value. Everyone understood till here? Is this clear, boys and girls? Yes or no? Is it clear till here? Okay, clear. Super. Next. See here. After that, Y minus Z. Okay, yeah. 13 minus 21. Oh, yeah. Sorry, my mistake. 13 minus 21, right? Not 21 minus 13. Okay, my mistake. 13 minus 21. Y minus Z. 13 minus 21 is what? Minus 8. Okay, minus 8 is the correct answer. My mistake. It's not 8, it is minus 8. Okay. 13 minus 21, we are returning minus 8. So C, we return modify of 12, 20, returned minus 8. So C value is what? Minus 8. Then what? We are coming back to the function. In the function, what we are printing? First, we are printing a value. What is a value now? 13. I hope you saw that. 13 is the a value. And what is c value? -8. Okay. Got it? Thank you, dear. I was thinking of 21 minus 13. Okay. Cool. Understood, everyone? If it is passed by value, nothing else will change. Only this A and B will remain 12. A will remain 12, B will remain 20. But Y and Z will become 13 and 21 in passed by value. Okay, Sanjana. As it is passed by reference, the original values got modified. If it is passed by value, original values remain same, after it will modify. That's it. Okay. I hope it's clear, everyone. That's the difference between passed by value and passed by reference. Answer is 13 minus 8. I hope everyone understood this. Cool. Yeah. Going for the next one. One more question. Just see this. Okay, that's an easy question, I guess, right? Afzal writes a piece of code where set of 3 lines occur around 10 times in different parts of the program. The programming concept can he use to shorten the program. So in different parts it is there. So we have to use functions. What is function? Set of lines which perform some specific task. That's all right. Okay. Not for loops. See, they are occurring at different lines. Else, if they are together, for example, I'm telling print hello, all together at a time. I'm writing 10 times print hello, print hello, print hello, print hello, print hello. What will do? You'll write for loop and print 10 times. That's it. But I'll tell first in the line number 1 there is print hello. In line number 20 in the program there is print hello, and in line number 50 there is print hello. Will you write? Can you make it as a loop? No. I'll write a function that will be printing hello. Understood that? It is in different parts of the code. If it is in at the same part together, it's 10, then it is loops. If it is in different parts, it is function. I hope you understood. Someone answered 1. I hope you got it. Okay. Clear, people who answered loops. I hope you understood why I am saying functions, not loops. This everyone. Previous one, I'll repeat. Don't worry. Just a second, boys and girls. See, very simple. I think better way to explain it is this one. Just see here. Where is my compiler? Okay. See here, everyone. Boys and girls. If you haven't got, for example, I have something like printf double quotes hello. Okay. Like this, I have a statement. This statement is repeated like this. Here itself, I have again. 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 How many times I have? 5 times. Now, if I want to write this one together to shorten the program, what will I do? I'll write a for loop because they are together, right? But instead of this, what I'll tell is first printf hello is there. After that, printf some other statements are there. Okay. Printing some statements, some other code is there. Not only statements, some other code is there. Okay. Not only this one, but some other statements are there. Okay. Multiple statements are there. After that, again, I have one line print hello. Again, I have multiple statements here. After that, again, I have print hello. Again, I have multiple lines here. Again, I have hello. Again, I have multiple lines here. Now, here, in this case, can I make hello inside a loop? Can I write hello inside one loop and run it at a time? No, right. There are some logical things happening. There are some printing things happening in between them. But I don't want to repeat writing hello every time. So instead of that, what will I do? The printing hello, I'll make it as a function and call it. Understood? But the program is the statements are repeated at different parts of the code. In that case, I cannot use loop. I have to use function. Understood, everyone? I hope it's clear. Yes or no? One who asked me to repeat. I hope you understood that. Okay, cool. So just see this question now, everyone. Question number 81. Geeta writes a piece of code where a set of 8 lines occur around 10 times in different parts of the program. Code A, she passes on the code to Deva. Deva puts a set of 8 lines in the function definition and calls them at 10 times. Okay, so one person is using functions, one person is writing the code without functions. Okay, now using interpreter, which code will run faster? That's it, right? So with interpreter, with functions is faster, without functions is faster. Boys and girls, think carefully. Interpreter means what? It executes line by line. Will it save the code? Will it save anything in the memory? No, right? Nothing will be there in the memory. Every time, whenever you run a line, it will again create a memory, it will allocate a memory, again it will store, again it will call, it will execute like that. But if it is compilation, what will happen? Once compiled, function code will be stored once. Whenever you call it, the same function will be called. Right? The logical things which is already there, that will be called. But in case of interpreters, what will happen? Every time memory should be allocated for the function. Every time you call it, you have to allocate the memory, you have to get the values and then pass the values, get the return value. Right? It's a hectic thing when it in case of interpreters. So with interpreters, without functions is faster. With functions, compilation is faster. Understood that? That's why Python is a time-taking language, because we use a lot of inbuilt functions, a lot of libraries are there. It will take more time than compared to any other language. Am I clear, everyone? Understood that? So what's the answer for this? Which one is faster with interpreter? Code A is faster with interpreter because without functions is faster. Understood, boys and girls? I hope everyone is clear with it. Because of interpreter, code A is faster. Same thing if I change the last line that if with the compiler, which one is faster? In that case, what will be? Code B. Okay. I hope you understood what I mean. That's the specialty of interpreter which we are talking about. Okay. Cool. So, going for the next one. See this. See this question, everyone. Again, that modify question. I'll show you the rest. See it till here. Check what we are modifying. We are taking A comma B. C D equals to 2. C equal to A into D plus B. Return C. If it is clear till here, I'll show you the code. This is the remaining code. We need to know whether it is pass by value or pass by reference also, or no effect of that. No effect of that. Whether it is pass by value or pass by reference, it won't affect, because we are not printing A and B values. We are just printing C value. Result only we are printing. So you have to check what is the answer. We are calling the function with 5 and 20. So check what is the return value. A is 5, B is 20. A is 5, B is 20. What is the return value you are getting? Got the return value? Then that return value, whatever we are getting, this we have to do. after getting the return value. Check it carefully. What is the answer now? 40. Okay, everyone got it, or anyone else still doing it? Make it fast. Okay, if you haven't, if anyone didn't get it, just look at the screen. It's simple one. You already got it. 40 is correct answer only, I guess. 5 and 20 are the numbers which passed. Whether it is passed by value or passed by reference, it won't affect because it is printing the return value, not the modified values or anything like that. Now, just see. A value is 5, B value is 20. Now, what is it calculating? D is 2 in this function. C is equals to A into D. That means what? 5 into 2, which is nothing but 10. Right? 5 into 2 is 10. 10 plus 20 is what? 30. So C value is 30. We are returning 30. So the return value is 30. Let's go back to the next slide. 30 is the return value we got. So this C value is what? 30. Now that 30 plus D value. What is D value in this function? 10, which is nothing but what? 40. So what is the answer? 40. Clear, everyone? Understood that? Any doubts, anyone? I hope no doubts. Can I go for the next one? Considering no doubts, going for the next one. Answer is 40, which we got. It's perfect. Next, see this question, everyone. Again, it's a modify function. We are making W is equal to W plus 2, U is equal to U minus 3. Okay. Now we have to check whether it is call by value or call by reference. Let us see, pass by value or pass by reference. 10 and 20 we are passing. Just see it carefully, read it. One of the variable is passed by value, one is by reference. Which one is passed by value? A is passed by value. B is passed by reference. Now try it. 10 and 20 are passed. I'll write it here. A is 10. B is 20. This is A. This is B. This is throw value. This is throw reference. Now check what we are returning. Check what is the return value you are getting. First, tell me what is the return value you are getting. Then I'll show you the next slide. Then you can answer the output actually. For 10 and 20, what is the return value you will get? Calculate function. That's what 10 and 20 are passed here. A and B are 10 and 20. Then print A, print B. Oh, it is we are not printing the result. We are printing the values only. That means what updated values we are printing. What are the updated values of A and B? We have to predict. Yeah, return value is 5, I guess. Minus 5. Is it so? Return value. Okay, return value is not the problem here. We have to worry about sorry, what happened? Where is it going? Where is it going? Yeah, this one. So what are the updated values of U, W and U you have to print? Now tell me, first, whatever the modification we make for A, will it affect us anyway? Whatever the modifications we make for A, will it affect us? No, right? So first value will be 10 only. Because after calling the function or before calling the function, it is called by value. As it is called by value, it will print 10 only. Second value, what will happen? We have to print. Second value is passed by reference. Whatever the modification we make, that will affect us. What is the modification we are making? U minus 3. U minus 3 means what? 20 minus 3, which is nothing but 17. So U becomes 17 as well as B becomes 17. Okay. We are returning 10, sorry, this is in the function, it is modified. That is nothing but 12. 12 minus 7, 17, so 12 minus 17 is minus 5. But original value not changed here. 10 only. Original value here is changed. So answer is what? 10, 17. Okay. I hope everyone got the answer already. 10, 17. Sir, how we know that A is call by? In the question they gave it here. Call by value, call by reference, they gave it. Why, sir, they're not? Yeah, that's what. Print B. B value I'm printing. B value is 17 now. Here. One second. No. See here, what I'm telling. Okay, listen here once again. I'll tell you. You didn't get my point. Okay, just see. First, see the question carefully. See this slide. Read this slide, everyone. Yes. On call by reference, value will be updated. Original value gets updated. Even the duplicate, when duplicate is modified, original will also get updated in call by value. Sorry, call by reference. What you said is correct. In call by value, original will not be modified. Only duplicate will be modified. Have you read that? Assume that A was passed by value, B was passed by reference. That's what I wrote it very clearly, right? Here, what is A value? What is B value? A value is 10. I'm writing it here. A value is 10, which is passed by value. Okay. Whatever you see in red color, that is passed by value, assume. And then we have B value, which is 20, which is passed by reference. Okay. Now, these values will come to W and U. Let us go back. W and U. So W will be copied as the pass by value. W will be copied as 10. So W value is 10 right now. Okay. And then what about B value? B value was sent through pass by reference. That is nothing but to U. U is copied as 20 initially. Okay. This is clear. Then what is the modification we are making? I am making W equals to W plus 2. W equal to W plus 2 means what? W value will be modified as 10 plus 2, which is nothing but 12. Will this affect anything in the original value? No, because this is by value. Red color by value. Okay. But if I am talking about the green one, it's called by reference. What's the modification I am making? U is equal to U minus 3. That means U will become 20 minus 3. 20 minus 3 is 17. It's but it's a pass by reference. Pass by reference means what? The original will also get changed. That means P will also get changed as 17. Understood that? When I modify the copy, the original will also get updated because of pass by reference. Okay, understood that? Is it clear, everyone, till here? Now what we are doing? W minus U. What is W minus U? W minus U means what? W is 12, U is 17. 12 minus 17. What is it? Minus 5. We are returning minus 5. The return value is minus 5. Now we'll go to that previous calculate slide. Let's see that. I'll see here. C value is what? Minus 5. Okay. C value is minus 5. Next. What is A value now? What is A value? Did we modify it? No. It is 10. And what is B value? It's got modified, which is 17. Understood clearly now? I hope now it's clear. Cool. Super. What about others? Is it clear? A lot of questions were there for this question. I guess now it's clear. Call by reference, values, copy and duplicates both will get modified. Call by value, only duplicate will get modified, original will not change. That's we have to remember. Okay. Cool. Super. If it's clear, fine. Great. Let's go for the next question. In pass by value, no updates is in the function. Here in the reference, updates affects the original case. Exactly. That's it. Okay. So cool. That's okay. Let's go for the next one. Let's see the next question. Answer is 1017 for this. Now see this one. Once again, let me clear all this. Okay. Function run integer a while a less than 5, integer c equal to 0. So I think this is correction question. Statements are there, I think. Let's see. C equal to c plus 1, a equal to a plus 1, print the statement which of the compiler detect an error. Okay, which one will give us error they are asking? Can you see which one will give error? See it carefully, observe. I'll show you the whole program again. Which line will give us error? We have to predict. See it carefully. If you want, I'll show you the program again. If you want me to go to the previous slide, I'm going it. First, we have a function run. In that, we have integer a declared inside the function. Then, while a less than 5 is written, integer c is declared inside the while loop. Okay. Integer c is declared inside the while loop. And after that, what we are doing? We're just going to the next slide. Okay. C is equal to c plus 1, a equal to a plus 1. Both we are modifying. Yes, both are accessible. Now, after the while loop, we are printing C. But tell me, C declared inside or outside the while loop? Inside the while loop. Can I access it outside the while loop? No. It is an undeclared variable outside the while loop. So, it gives us error. Statement 4 is error. Okay, understood? I hope everyone understood. C was declared outside the while loop, sorry, inside the while loop, but we are trying to print it outside the while loop. It's not allowed. Next. Try the next one. See this, everyone? Lowest level possible. See that. Just see carefully. Which one of the following is the lowest level format to which computer converts a higher level language before execution? Just before execution, what is the lowest level possible it can convert it into? Lowest level means what? Binary numbers, right? Binary numbers means what? Machine code. It's not assembly code. It's not the lowest level. Low level language, yes, can be considered, but that's not the lowest it converts. It is, they are not asking what is the lower level language it will convert it into. They're asking which lowest level possibility convert it into. So that is called as machine code. Okay. Binary is in binary code or machine code, we call it as. Answer is machine code. Remember that. Compiler will convert the program into binary numbers. Binary code it will convert. That binary code will be run and will get the output. Okay. So lowest machine code, lowest possible code is machine code or binary code. Next. Yes. See, compilation, compiler will convert it into assembler. Assembler will convert it into byte code. Sorry, or bit code, zeros and ones. Assembly level language is an intermediate language. It's actually the middle level language we consider it as in C language specifically. But in other language, we don't have anything called assembly language. Directly gets converted into machine code. Okay. Assembly language means instructional level language. That's what we have to consider. If you want to write a function to swap the values, swap two values, you must use them by, we must call them by what? Obviously, pass by reference. Just now we have seen. Because if I make the change in the copies, it won't affect the original one. If I have to make the effect in original one, I have to write call by, sorry, reference. Okay. Just now we have seen that multiple examples here. Okay. Someone shared some code. What is that? Yesterday we got an exam. Yeah, that dear, I'll explain that at 3:30, dear. Is that okay? Questions which you have, please post it from 3:30. We'll discuss those. Okay. Not now. At 3:30, I'll discuss. Okay. See this question, everyone. This is very important question. See it carefully. I think better, boys and girls, please note down this question. Very, very important question in terms of DXC. If you have a pen and paper or notes with you, please write it carefully. And even for trying also, if you write it in the notes, it is easy to try. Even I cannot explain this here. I'll copy the whole code together. So please write it till here. I'll show you the next slide. Everyone, please write it as it is in your notes. It's easy question only, but kind of mess. You have to understand it carefully. Is it done? Noted, everyone? Write it in your notes. Then I'll show you the next slide. Then again write it. Once the whole code is done, then we'll discuss the question, so that you can try it properly in your notes. Okay, see this, write the continuation. Please note down the continuation. Only if you write in your notes, you can answer it. If not, we cannot answer. Please note it down, everyone. Let me know if writing is done. I'll show the next slide. I'll show the actual question. Depending on this code only, question is framed. Okay. Whatever the code we have written, previous slide you want once again, I'll show. This is the previous slide. Flower braces will not be proper, but still we have to consider it. Okay, if anyone didn't write the first slide, please write it. I'll show the next slide in a minute. Just a second. People, if someone is writing, let's wait for them. One second, just a second, 10 seconds, wait. Okay, I hope everyone done writing this. Second slide I'm showing. If you haven't written, please write the second slide also. By taking screenshots also, it won't work. Screenshots, you cannot, it won't help you. Only possibility by writing only, you can, by using pen and paper only, you can answer it easily. Okay. Now can I show the question? If it is done writing, I'll show. Let me know whether it is done or not. With the help of screenshots, you cannot answer. It won't be easy to answer. While by writing only, you can answer it easily. I hope done writing. Now showing the question. See here. Which of the following conditions will allow execution of statement C? So if you have written in your notes, then no need to show the previous slides. So for statement C, which of the conditions should be true? Or which of the statements will allow statement to execution? Statement C execution. Look in the notes and tell me. Looks like only 10-20 people are listening out of 440. Everyone should answer for this. Very important question. I want at least 100 responses for this. Boys and girls, everyone try to respond for the answer. Option 3, some says option 4. Okay, 4, 3. Multiple answers we are getting. Let's wait for another 2 minutes. Let others try who are trying. And I need all the responses for this. Okay, majority is with 4, I think. Okay, just for easy understanding, I'll try to copy this code into one notepad file so that I can show you properly. Notepad, or maybe, okay, I'll use this colored one, compiler. Oh, what happened? Okay, this is the code we have. I think I cannot reduce the size. Okay, the code we have. They are asking about statement C. I'll just align it. This is the else part of the last one. If I'm not wrong, just tell me if I'm missing any alignment. This if and this else is straight, and this if is inside this else, and this else is inside this if. This else is for this if. Which if? That if. Okay, I'll just give another tab space just for understanding. Okay, this else is together. I'll just move it to the next line so that you can understand better. Okay, this is the code we have. In else part, for just for understanding, I'm just adding flower braces. Okay, so that you can understand it easily. This else is open here. Where is it closed again? After this else, if I'm not wrong. No, something is wrong. This if else part is this. Inside that we have one if. This is else part for that. So this is if else. Okay. Okay. Next. This else is for which if. Did I miss anything? One if is for third else. Okay, 1 second. I am just thinking of if condition one, if condition two. This is else part for the second condition two. Then inside that else we have condition three. For this condition three, this is else part. Okay, I can consider that. Then we have inside this else. I don't have anything, so I'll just consider backwards. Then again I have else part. I think that is copied something wrong. Just let's see. Or did I make any mistake? Okay, did I added else again extra? Okay, that is, if that's the case, then it should be, let's see that. This else is not there, you mean? This if, then there is no else part for the last one. Is this the case? Not consider like that, right? Second else is added to you. No. 1 second. I'll see the slides and I'll write it. Don't worry. Just a second, please. 1 second. Okay. So yeah, here only I'll try to write it. Let's see. This else is what? C2's else. I'll write it here. Just see that. Okay, 1 second. Just a second, boys. I'll write it here only. Just see it carefully. Yeah, I think side by side is better. I'll try that. 1 second. One second, boys and girls. Just a second. Oh, this much is not necessary, I think. Okay, just a second, boys. Not necessary this much. What happened this one? Okay, you are telling two tabs and then check that. Okay, that is better option. Where is our compiler? Okay, I hope it's visible now for you also. Okay, just see that. First, we have one if, but I don't know whether it's visible for you or not. It's too small. Okay, first if condition. Condition one, we have inside that we have condition two. Then we have inside condition two on else part for condition two. I hope it's visible, everyone. Okay, I hope it's visible. Just see that. Now, after that, we have next. For condition two, this is the else part which I wrote. This is C2's else. It works. Then we have condition three. In that we have statement B. Then we have else part. Yeah, that is for statement C. That is C3's else. Okay, that is C3's else. And then we have condition 4 if and else part. This else is for C1's else. The last one is C1's else. Am I right? This is C1's else. Okay, here it's very difficult to write it here. I think it's better we write it on the slides. On the slides only, it will be easy. Just a second. I'll go for it. We by writing the variable names, we can easily get it. Don't worry. See here, I'll tell you. Not at all necessary this much. It's easy thing. Okay, just write it. I'll write it here. Just see it. This one, just tell me. This one is C1's else or C2's else or something like that. Just tell me. This one is what? C2's else. Right. Tell me what I am asking. You can easily, we can easily figure out. This one is C2's else. Okay, agreed everyone? This is C2's else. Next. I'll go for the next. Tell me that. Next. What is this else? This else is for which L? Which one? C3's else. Agreed. Yes, perfect. It's C3's else. C3's else. Now, what about this else? Which else? Which is C1's else, right? Okay, perfect. This is C1's else. Okay, this is C4. This is C4's else. Okay, this is C4's else. Perfect. Okay. Now, by this, we can easily answer. Statement C. I think the question is about statement C, right? So for statement C, what is the, okay, statement C. Statement C means what? It should enter into the else part of C3. It should enter into the else part of C3 means what? C3 should be false. Agreed, everyone? C3 should be false. Is that okay? Do you agree, everyone? C3 should be false for getting into statement C. Okay. Now let us talk about C2, C1. Okay, C1 is here. C1 should be true or false? It is inside C1's if part, right? That means C1 should be true. Do you agree? C1 must be true. Because the statement C is inside C1's if part, not in the else part. Okay. Next. Same way, let us talk about where is C2. Are we inside C2's else part or if part? C2's if is here, else is here. That means we are inside C2's else. We are in C2's else part. That means what? C2 must be false. Okay. C2 should be false. Clear? These are the conditions we got. So now let us see the options. Which option should be true? Condition 1 should be true. Not of condition 2, not of condition 3. Option 3. Simple, right? Got it, everyone? Option 4, last option. Okay. I hope everyone understood that. Yeah, I got it, Sanjana. Thank you, anyways. It's clear, everyone? Hope you understood, right? Not a big deal. If you understood, that's enough. With pen and paper, it will be even more easy to write those things. Going for the next one. Now, same question again. Same question. we have to check which statement. Now statement E. Can you check? I think you have it in your notes. You can check it better than me. Try it carefully, everyone. Statement E. What happened? Only 4 or 5 people got the answer. What about others? Please try statement E. Everyone must answer. I hope you have it in your notes. By looking at your notes, maybe you can answer better. No typing mistakes. Nothing typing mistakes. We have to choose from the options only. No, nothing like that. There are no options wrong. We have to choose one option. That's it. From the options, we have to choose here. So what we could choose, that we have to decide. Which is more optimal, we have to choose. Okay, some extra conditions may be there that we should not care about it. Okay, looks, everyone says option 2. Options are given like that only. Everyone option 2 only. So yeah, first see where is statement E. Statement E is in the else part of C4. Right, it is else part of C4 as well as else part of C1. Do you agree? This is else part of C1. Right. If that two conditions are false, that's enough. So what is it? C1 should be false. C4 should be false. If these two are there, that's enough for us. Right. Remaining conditions, I don't care. If condition 1 is not satisfied, if condition 1 is false only, I'll come to the else part of C1, right? We are not going into that if, Sanjana. We are going into the else part of C1. This is else part of C1. Okay. We are talking about else part of C1. C1 is false, that is mandatory. Okay, C1 must be false, C4 must be false. We have to choose the option which has these two things clearly. Other things we don't care. What is C2, what is C3, what is C4? We don't need to think of it. Okay, clear. See here. Now, in which options we have C1, C4 as false? C1 is false here, C4 is false here. Is there any such option where C1 and C4 false? No. Right, only in option 2 we have C1, C4 false. Right. Yeah, yes, dear. C2 is true. That doesn't matter at all. Whether it is true or not, we don't care whether it is true or not because we are entering into C1's else part, not into C2's if part. We don't care whether it is true or false. It doesn't affect us whether it is true or false. We will go to C1's and C4. C1's else, C4's else. So that's why answer is option 4. Understood, everyone? I hope you got it. In your notes, if you have written, it will be more clear. It is very simple with notes. Here the slides are different, so you might not be able to understand here. They gave the options like that. We have to choose one option. That's it, Sanjana. These are options given. So in this, is there any other possibility that you can choose the answer? We have to go by option elimination. Which all the options cannot be the answer, we have to fix. Right. Yes, final answer is 2. Option 2. Yes, perfect. Okay. With no other option, we are choosing option 2. Okay. Same way, one more question. For statement A. For statement A, you have to choose from the options. You have to choose from the options. What would you choose? Which explains best? Okay, sure. I'll explain. Don't worry. Option 3 it seems. Okay. So just see people who didn't understand. If you have any problem, the code, I'm just showing it. Just see that. Just see people, your notes will help you a lot than what I'm writing here. If you have written in notes, then only you can understand it better. Here I'm writing it like, for else parts, I'm giving the tags. Okay. This is C1 if condition. This is C2 if condition. This is C2's else part. Okay. Okay. If you want, we'll write for all the statements. Why can't we write? Okay. Boys and girls, let us write for all the statements. Statement A, statement B. For all of them, let us write the conditions. Beside them only we'll write. For statement A, okay, let me not use this annotations. I'll use the PPT annotations once again. Just see here. Okay. Tell me, for statement A, what all the things should be true? C1 should be true. C2 should be true. Okay, C1T, C2T. Do you agree, everyone? I hope this is clear, everyone. Yes or no? C1 should be true, C2 should be true. Everyone. Understood? If these two are true, C1 statement A will be executed. That's it. Now let us see the next one. Now, what about statement B? For statement B is inside else part of C2. Right? This is C2's else part. It is in C2's else means what? C2 must be false. Right? C2 must be false. Yes or no? Do you agree? C2 must be false. Everyone agrees with it about C2. Yes. C2 must be false. Yes. Then C1 should be true or false. Let us decide. C1 should be, it is inside C1's if only, right? We didn't go to the else part of C1 yet. Else part of C1 is here. We didn't go to. At C1, that means C1 must be true. And what about C3? C3 should also be true. Okay. Now, do you care about C4, C5 here? Sorry, do you care about C5, C4 here? We don't care about C4. What is it? We don't think of it at all. Okay. Same way, let us write statement C. For statement C, what it should be? For statement C is inside else part of C3. That means first decision I can make is C3 should be false. So I'll write C3 must be false. Okay. Next. This if else is inside where? This if else completely is inside C2's else part. That means what? C2 must be false. Okay. That if else of C2 is inside C1's if. C1's if means what? C1 must be true. Do you agree? Understood, everyone? C3 false, C2 false, C1 true. Got it, I hope? Okay, same way for statement D. For statement D, what is it? It is inside else part of C1. That means what? C1 must be false. And do you care about C2, C3? Does it matter at all? No matter about C2, C3. We have to worry only about C1 and then C4. C4 should be what? True. Okay, C4 should be true. And what about statement E? C1 must be false and C4 must be false. Understood these things, everyone? All the situations? Is it clear, everyone? Anyone, any doubt about these things? Someone asked me to explain code. I hope it's clear now. Okay, now we'll see options. Which question they are asking, which option they are asking. We can answer anything. Easily we can answer now. Let's see. Now they are asking about statement A. Sorry, they are asking about statement A. For statement A, what do we need? We are worried about C1 true, C2 true. So we have to see how many options we have. C1, 2 and C2, C1, C2 both true. Other things, if they're talking about C3, C4, C5, we don't care at all. Okay, no need to care. C1, C2 must be true. Which option both C1 and C2 are true? Is C1 true? There is no C1 at all here. Here we have C1. Okay, it is true. Can be considered. Do we have C2 here? It's there, but it is telling they are telling C1 should be false. So it cannot be the answer. Next C1 is true, C2 is true. That's it. This is the answer. Okay. C4, I don't care. Whether it is true or false, I don't care. Clear? Here they are telling not of C1. This is not the option. I hope now you understood how to answer it. Got it, everyone? Any doubts, anyone? So our conditions must be present in the same options. Yes, both conditions. How many conditions you are getting? If you get two conditions, two should be there. If you get three conditions, three must be there. Okay, mandatory things only you have to check. Are those mandatory things are there or not? You have to check. If extra things are there or not, we don't care. Extra things ignore. Okay, I hope it's clear now. So for remaining, we shouldn't care. Yes, exactly. Going for the next one. I hope it's clear, everyone. Let's move on. We have spent a lot of time on this. I think C4 in that case. C4 or statement 4? Here C4 or statement 4? C4 we don't care, dear. Here it is true or false. I don't care. I have something with C1 and C2 are true. That's enough. I don't care about C4 in this case, statement A case. Got it? Okay, cool, super. Next, let's go for the next one. Okay, see this question, everyone. Please try this, everyone. Please check carefully. You can take an example and try. Okay, what happened? Only 4 responses I got. What about others still trying? Make it fast. Okay, 8 responses I got. In the 8 responses, I have max of 2. Okay, everyone says the answer is option 1. Exactly. Super. It's very simple. Just by taking an example, you can answer it easily. For example, if I take 1020, what will be the output? Let us see. If I take 1020, what will happen? 10 less than 20. It is true. We call the same function with what? T comma A. That is what? Calling the same function with 20 comma 10. Now for 20 comma 10, what will happen? 20 less than 10. Is it true? False. It will enter into else part and returns A. What is A value in this block? 20. So what is it? If you take 10 comma 20 or you take 20 comma 10, it's going to return 20 only. Right? Perfect. Max of it returns the greatest value among two numbers or the max of 2. So answer is returns the maximum of A comma B. Perfect. Everyone understood, I hope. Next question. See this. Similar question, but not the same. What's the answer? Exactly. Minimum value. Right? Super. So you can take an example and try if needed. If you're not confused, just take, for example, if I take 1020, what will happen? 10 greater than 20 is what? 10 greater than 20 is false. False means what? It will enter in tail spot and returns A. That means 10 it is returning. Same thing if I take 20, 10, what will happen? 20 greater than 10. It's false. It will call the function with 10, comma 20. For 10, comma 20, what will happen? Returns 10. That means whichever the order you take, it will return the minimum value among those. Okay. Got it, I hope. Cool. Minimum of A and B. Next. See this question, everyone. See it carefully. This is another series of questions. Just see it carefully. We'll have another series of questions on this. Just see it. I think this question we have done it already. I'm not wrong. Did we do it? Similar one, but not the same one, I guess. Check it. Similar one, but not the same one, I think. Let's try. Not the same one. Just try it carefully. Before slide once. Okay. Before slide that returns -1 for a negative number, +1 for positive number. That's it. G function will return -1 for a negative number, +1 for a positive number. Yesterday we have done this similar questions if you remember. So what's the answer? Option 4, everyone. Looks everyone got option 4 only. Cool. Just see. I don't think we need a pen and paper for this, but just see. A greater than B, what you are doing? You are doing B minus A. That means what? B is the smallest number, right? You are doing smaller minus larger. If you do smaller minus larger, what do you get? You will get a negative number. Negative number means what? You will get -1. Right? Okay, here also. When A less than B, what? A is the smaller one. You are doing A minus B. That means what? Smaller minus larger. That means again you will get -1. Right? For A less than B, A greater than B or A less than B, you are getting -1. But if what if they are same? This will not be true, this will not be true, it will be 0. So what's the answer? 0 if equals -1 otherwise. Understood that? Or should I tell you with example? Question else. Understood that or do you need example? If you need example, please say example. Clear? Clear. Okay, super. So we have done a lot of questions like this. That's why example needed, Sanjana. Okay. Anyone else need example? Very simple. See, take 10, 20. If I take 10, 20, what you are doing? 10 greater than 20. Is it true? False. 10 less than 20. Is it true? Yes. That means you are calling G of 10 minus 20. 10 minus 20 means what? Minus 10. If you are calling G function with -10, what will it return? -1. Right? So if 10 less than 20, we got -1. So A less than B, we got -1. Now take same thing, 20, 10. What will happen? 20 greater than 10. True. Call the function with B minus A. B minus A means what? 10, 10 minus 20. 10 minus 20 means what? -10. So you're again calling the G function with -10. That means what? It will return -1. So whether it is whether this condition is true or whether this condition is true, you are getting -1 as the answer. But if both are same, if I take 10, 10, what will happen? 10 greater than 10 false, 10 less than 10 false, return 0. Understood that? Clear, I hope. Others already clear, but anyone else? Any other doubts? I hope it's clear. Going for the next one. Let's see this question. One more question. I think this one is same B minus A minus B. Okay. See this, everyone. Similar one, but not same, right? Good, sir. As of now, better than compared to yesterday. Yeah, sir. Yeah, sorry for that, boys and girls. I guess you got the answer. I guess option 3 you got. Everyone says option 3 only. Okay. So cool. Just see that. Let's see. A greater than B. What you are doing? If A is a greater number, you are doing A minus B. That means what? Greater minus smaller number. Greater minus smaller number means what? You will get positive result or negative result. Will you get a positive result or negative result? Tell me that. Greater minus smaller will be positive result. So if you are calling the function g with positive number, what will it return? 1 it will return. Yes? Am I right? Yes. Like same way, if you are doing a less than b, you are doing b minus a. That means what? A is the smaller number, b is the greater number. That means again we are doing greater minus smaller. Am I right? Again we are doing greater minus smaller. Greater minus smaller means what? Again it will return 1 only. You agree? Yes, everyone? I hope you got it. Next. If the numbers are same, what will happen? These two conditions will be false. That means they'll return 0. That means what? If 0, if they are equal, it will return 0. Otherwise, +1 is the answer. Understood that? Clear, everyone? Saujan, you said option 2. Option 2 is not true because both are same. If I take 10, then what will happen? 10 greater than 10, false. 10 less than 10, false. So it will come to return 0. Okay? Hope you got it. Yeah. People who got option 3, perfect. Going for the next one. The next one. Similar question. Just see this. Minus b plus a minus b plus a is given. A minus b plus a is given. Do it carefully and try. Still only 3 responses. Others also make it fast. Majority are saying option 2, but 1 or 2 people have said option 1 also. How come? One thing is for sure. It will never return 1 or it will never return -1 always. That's for sure, right? Because If the values are same, it is not going to return, it is going to return 0. Right? That's anyways true. So we have to think. See, option 1 will never be answered here. Just think. If I take 10, 10, what will be the answer? If I take 10, 10, what will be the answer? 10 greater than 10, false. 10 less than 10, false. Return 0. So if I take same numbers, answer is going to be 0. That is for sure. So it is never always 1. It will not be always 1 for sure. First option is always not the answer. Never. Now let us think of the other options. If I take 10, 20, what will happen? 10, 25, what is happening? Let us see. 10 greater than 20. Is it true? No. It will come to the else spot. 10 less than 20. Is it true? Yes. We are doing minus b. That means what? Minus 20 plus 10. What is minus 20 plus 10? Minus 20 plus 10 means what? Minus 20 plus 10 means minus 10. If you call g function with minus 10, what will it return? Minus 1 it will return. That means what? If a less than b, we are getting the answer as minus 1. Okay. Both are equal, answer is 0. A less than b, answer is minus 1. Let us check the other one. If I take 20, 10, what is the answer? If I take 20 and 10, what is the answer? Let us try. Now 20 greater than 10. True. We are doing 20 minus 10. You observe? 20 minus 10 we are doing. A minus b. 20 minus 10 is what? 10. It's positive result. Positive result means what? 1. So if a greater 1 for a greater than b, you observe 1 for a greater than b, minus 1 for a less than b, 0 otherwise. Got it? Is it clear? Understood that now? I hope no more mistakes. Should not. These are repeated questions. Okay, should not make any mistakes in this. Easy things. They are not difficult also. Very easy things. Just need to be cautious. That's it. I hope it's clear. Any doubts anymore? I hope no doubts. Going for the next one. Similar question again. Just see that. Try this question, everyone. Looks like the answer is already marked, but should just check that whether it's correct or wrong. So yeah, just see here. What happened? Only 3 responses. What about others? Everyone, please check that quickly. Cool. Got it. Super. Super. Tarun, Saujanya, perfect. A3, fine. Great. Okay, super. 56. Anybody else? Others? Everyone got option 2? Super. If anyone needs explanation, just look at that. First, I'm just taking numbers like 10, 20. If I take 10, 20, what will happen? 10 greater than 20. Is it true? False. As it is false, it will come here. 10 less than 20. It's true. So I'm doing minus 10 plus 20. Minus 10 plus 20 means what? Plus 10. Positive 10, if I call the function p, what will happen? Positive number. That means 1. So if a less than b, answer is 1. See how many options. A less than b, answer is 1. Right? That is the only thing we have. And equals to, when they are same, answer will obviously be zeros. These two are correct. So minus 1 will be there or not? You have to check. Anyways, it will be there for sure. Only to check that also. Right? By deciding first, by checking the first one, we can decide the answer. Okay. Answer is option 2. Next, try this one, everyone. Option 1, option 3. Right. Remember, you should not get a fractional result. It's like you have to generate a formula for which you will not get you will get a perfect, proper, defined, proper result. You should not get a fractional result. Okay. Okay, listen here, everyone. I'll tell you very simple. Actually speaking, it's not difficult thing. Just see, but just need to understand how do we do it. For example, just see, consider the following code. I is running from m to n, increment by 2, and then print hello. Assuming m less than n and exactly one of m and n is even. Only one is even. Exactly one means what? If one is even, other one will be odd. Okay, do you agree? How many times will be hello printed is what they are asking. So we have to generate a mathematical formula for which how many times the number is getting printed. Okay, let us assume, I'll take simple examples. One should be even, one should be odd, right? So I'll take m is 0. Can I consider 0 is even or odd? I'll take n is, if m is even, I have to take odd. 0 is even, right? So I'll take n as, for example, odd number 5. Okay, 5 I am taking. Okay, now how many times hello will be printed in this case? Manually, if you check, normally if you check, what will happen? M equal to 0. For 0, it will print. Next, for after that, it will become 2. 0 plus 2, it will become 2. 2, it will print. Next, for 4, it will print. Will it print for 5? For 6, it will be stopped. So how many times you got? 3 times it will print. Right. So if I submit these numbers in the formula, I have to get exact result 3. Will I get, for which one I am getting 3? Tell me that. Calculate it and tell me. For which formula? M is even. Okay, here we have taken M as even. You have to take either this option or this option or this one or this one. Anything. First, check these two formulas. Then we can decide. First, check these two formulas. I think first one or second one? First one you are getting. Okay, let us try. 0 minus, sorry, n minus m. That means what? 5 minus 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 by 2 is 3. Exact answer we are getting 3. When M is even, we are getting this one as correct. Okay, what are you getting for this one? What are you getting for the second one? First one we got 3. That's perfect. Because 5 minus 0 plus 1. 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 by 2 is 3. Perfect. What are you getting for second one? I think we are getting some fractional result, if I am not wrong. 1 plus n minus m. That means what? 5 minus 0. 5 minus 0 is what? 5. 5 by 2 is what? 2.5. You are getting a fractional result. So don't consider it. If you get a fractional result, don't consider it at all. So when m is even, you are getting a fractional result for this. So m is even, this cannot be the answer. So option 3 is eliminated. Option 2 is eliminated. Now we have to think of option 1 and 4. If I take m as odd, what will happen? We have to think. Okay. For example, I'll take m as 1. N should be what? 6. How many times, how many outputs will it print? If I take 1 and 6, how many outputs it will print? Can you tell me that? 3 outputs only. For 1 it will print. For 3 it will print. For 5 it will print. That's all right. 1, 3, 5 it will print. Perfect. 3 times. Okay. Now same. 1 and 6 submit and check which formula is working. Okay. As second one is eliminated, let us check the first one itself. If I check first one, what is it? 6 minus 1 plus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is again 6. 6 by 2 is 3. Okay. Whether m is even or m is odd, first formula is working. Understood that? Is it clear, everyone? So answer is what? Option 1. Boys and girls, is it clear? If you get fractional result, ignore that. If you get a proper result, consider that. So if I took for m as even, I took m as odd. Both cases I am getting only formula 1 proper. If I take second one, I'll get the fractional result. Okay. Got it? So that's the answer. Understood, I hope, everyone? Okay. So yeah, similar question is there. We will stop here. Question number 96. Remember that in the DXC slides, question number 96. Now I just want to answer the doubts. Not first thing, I don't want to give priority for the questions which we already discussed. Questions which I already discussed. Anyways, it will be on YouTube. You can check that. I request everyone, if I haven't discussed anything and still you have doubts, share that question. Someone said that some question from exam. If you are there, can you share that in the chat box? I'll explain that. Or anyone else, if you have a question, in Prime has limit, unable to share in chat. Screenshot, you are not able to share in chat. You will have an option to upload, add a file, right? You don't have it? Screenshot, you are unable to share. Okay, screenshot sharing, what we can do. I'm making it, I'm making you co-host. If you can just try it. 590, right? Call number 590. Okay, someone shared one question. Meanwhile, I'll do this. Dear, if you can share a link of that by uploading it somewhere, then maybe we can do it. Roll number 590. Email or WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Okay. I'm just sharing my contact. Just WhatsApp will work. I just sent my number in the contact. Just 248. WhatsApp. It's a big deal. Okay. Cool. No problem. I'll see and I'll type the question here. Is that question lengthy or what? Okay. Until then, let me explain this. Someone asked me this question. Just a second here. I don't know. I think it's not visible for you. That's better. I'll just paste it in the compiler. What happened? Okay. See it here. I think this was the question. I hope it's visible, everyone. The question is visible now. This was the question asked in the exam itself. Let us try what is it. Is there anything difficult? Void main. Then I is equal to 0. Plus of plus I minus minus. It is post decrement. So I is initially okay. Plus of plus that doesn't affect us anyway. So it will be what? 0. I value in the memory will be 0 not equal to 0 because it is post increment. But in the memory, I value will become -1. Okay. 0 not equal to 0 is true or false? True. As it is true, it will enter inside I equal to I plus 5. I is -1, -1 plus 5. What is -1 plus 5? I think 4. And then it goes back. Again, now it will check. I value is 4. 4 in the memory, 4 minus minus, that will become 4. But in the memory, it will become 3. 4 not equal to 0. True. Oh, 0 not equal to 0 is 0 not equal to 0 is false, right? Sorry, my mistake. 1 second. Yeah. Sorry, my mistake. Just see again, I'm explaining. I is equal to 0 initially. Now it comes here. Plus of plus, we don't care about it. Plus I, we have plus I minus minus. That means I value will be considered as 0 here. Plus 0 or minus 0, I don't care. But in the memory, I value will become -1. Okay. I value 0. 0 not equal to 0. It's false. As it is false, this I equal to I plus y will not get executed. That means directly it will come here and prints -1. I think -1 is the answer. Am I right? I think let us run it and check. If not, we check what's the problem. What happened? Okay, hash include and all. Understood what I explained? Did you are you on the same? Do you also agree with -1 as the answer? What happened? It's not running. It's saying error. Why do mean? I think it doesn't support into main. Let's make it printf percentile d printf. Okay. Yeah, -1. Exactly. What I have said is perfect. Understood that or not, personals? Is this question clear? Did you write the exam? Did not get it, sir. Okay, I'll repeat again. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll explain again. Don't worry. Just here. Very simple, dear. See, first thing, plus of plus. These things will not affect us anyway. Plus, plus. These won't affect us anyway. Okay, if it's negative sign, it will affect us. So let's first remove this. I don't want to consider this. Okay. Plus of plus, you write it or not, it won't matter at all. Now, I minus minus. It is post decrement. Post decrement means what? First value will be considered, later it will be incremented. So what is I value initially? 0. So if this position value is 0, the memory I value will become -1. Okay, is this clear? Here in this position, the value is considered as 0. Here it is considered as 0. But in the memory, I value will be updated as -1 because it is post increment, decrement. Okay. Next. Now, what is the condition? 0 not equal to 0. Is it true or false? False. And it is false. So while loop one, there are no floor braces. When there are no floor braces, how many statements will consider inside while? Only one statement. Right. That means this statement will not be executed because the condition is false. As the condition is false, it will come out of while. Out of while, what is their statement? What is that? Print of percentile d comma I. What is that value? -1. Got it? Yeah. If it is negative, that will affect us. That we'll see. If it is negative, that will affect us. Yeah, I'll tell you. See, if it is minus of minus, what will happen? See, again, it won't affect us even in this case also. See, why? Because I value is 0, right? It will not affect us. Why? Because -0 means what? I is 0 here. -0 means what? 0 only. Minus of -0 means what? 0 only. Still, it will be the same. I think let us run it and check once. Why confusion? Got it? -1 only. I value is 0. That's why it will never affect. Because 0, 0. That's it. -0 or +0, it won't affect us anyway. Understood that? Got it? Hope it's clear. Okay, cool. I got some question on WhatsApp. I think 1 or 2 questions. Okay. I got some lengthy question. Okay. Unsigned long int ij primes mlog I is equals to I less than limit I plus plus. I don't know whether everyone have seen this question or not. I is equals to I into j. From where they got this question, man? Okay. As defined, limit is 10. How do I project? Once again, brief. Okay, I have sent the screenshots. I got it here. Once again, brief. Someone who is asking once again brief, just see that minus of minus I will become what? Anyways, it is post decrement. Post decrement means it will decrement later, but the value will be considered here. The value considered as 0. So it is minus 0. Minus 0 means what? 0 only. Minus of 0 means what? 0 only. No effect. Minus minus, it will increment, it will decrement later. First, it will consider 0 here. But in the memory, it will become minus 1. Okay. Here the value is 0. 0 not equal to 0, false. 0 not equal to 0 is false. False means what? It will come out of it. If I think I value, then we will get it. Okay. If I consider 1, then what will be the answer? You try it, we'll see. If you try it first, after that I'll explain. Else, you try it, after that I'll explain. Let us assume I plus plus is there, I is 1. I think it will run into infinite loop, right? If I value is 1, it will run into infinite loop probably. Because I will never become 0. Yeah, it will run into infinite loop. We cannot consider that. Okay. So not possible. Don't consider. Maybe I can consider minus 1. If I consider minus 1, okay. Try minus 1, what will be the output? Okay, just this much. Minus 1, what will be the output? Addition plus and unary operator plus. Okay, addition plus and unary operator plus. Unary operator plus, we have unary, you are asking unary operator plus or plus unary operator. Check that carefully. I didn't get your question. Unary plus. And yeah, roll number 90, you have shared 2 questions to me, right? First question is bit lengthy. Second question is very simple. Second question is something which we have done earlier. Second question I cannot display. That's first question I cannot display. I'll tell you that. But yeah, okay. First, let us finish this one. You got minus 1. For minus 1, you got the answer, everyone. Boys and girls, you got the answer for minus 1 or not? Oh, we are already running out of time. Okay. For minus 1 also infinite. Okay, let us see. For minus 1 not equal to 0. True? Yeah, it is infinite only because I equal to I plus 5, right? Yeah. Minus 1 not equal to 0. It's true. Minus 1 in the memory, it becomes 0. But as it is true, it will enter inside. I will become I plus 5. I will become 5. Now it comes back. 5 not equal to 0. I plus plus, it will become 6. Runs into infinite loop. Okay. Any number you take, it will run into infinite loop only. Okay. This is not the problem. Let us, I'll just type one question which was shared. I have one question. A is equals to 5, comma B is equals to 5. Function of A comma B is given as the inputs. Then inside that I have if A less than B, return function of B comma A. Okay. Then we have else if, I think this question we have done it. I remember doing it. Else if B not equal to 0, B not equal to 0, then we have return A star function of A comma B minus 1. then else case return 0. This is what we have. So what will be the output for this is something which is asked. So just see, it's very simple. First, we are calling the function with 5, 5. Okay. Now 5 less than 5. Is it true? False. 5 less than 5 is false. As it is false, it will come here. It will check p not equal to 0. 5 not equal to 0, true. We call the function 5 into function of 5 comma 5 is not changed, but b is changed as 4. Right? Agreed? 5 comma 5 into fun of 5 comma 4. For 5 comma 4, what will happen? Again comes 5 less than 4. Is it true? False. 5 less than 4 is false. It will come to the else if part. P not equal to 0. True. Enters, go to the, as it is true, it will come here. Again, it will call a into 5 into function of, fun of 5 comma 3. Agreed? Then again, for that, again, it will call 5 into function of 5 comma 2. Again, 2 will call 5 into function of 5 comma 1. For 1, again, it will call 5 into function of 5 comma 0. For 0, what will happen? Just see. Now, 5 less than 0. False. P not equal to 0. False. False means what? Return 0. This will return 0. Right? This will return 0. That means 5 into 0 is 0. That will return 0. Function of 1 is 0. That means 5 into 0 is 0. Everything is, answer is 0, right? I think the answer is 0. Oh, you don't have option in the answer. Okay, I think that is not multiplication. That should be plus. Then you will get the answer. Did you get the answer 0? Yeah. Option wrong. I think in the place of multiplication, there should be plus. Then you will get some answer. Yeah, if you have got 0, no problem. That's okay. Okay, don't worry. 0 is the answer for this. Okay, cool. So that primes question, I have to, typing that question is difficult. That I cannot explain now. Maybe I'll explain that in the next class. Okay, whenever we meet, I'll explain that. Okay, primes question. That is also, actually speaking, it's primes of I. If primes of I, primes is 1. Okay, if primes of I, a equal to j into 2, primes of I into j. Oh, bit complex only. It takes time to explain. Okay, any other questions? Anyone? I got one more question. Could you explain this code? Who is this? Okay, val, that thing. Okay, this is easy one only, right? I think it's not difficult one. Val plus Nidhi, I guess. Okay, just explaining that. I'll just type that quickly. What's the question? Hash include something is there. Int val is the number given, which is 5. Then do while is given 2. Val plus then plus val. Here, whether it is pre-increment or post-increment, it will not affect us. Then val plus greater than 7. Here it will affect. It is val plus greater than 7. Okay, let's see. It's a post-increment. Post-increment means first it will not increment. Okay, easy one only. See, first initially val is 5. 5 will become 6. Okay, here it will become 7. See, when we are assigning or when we are checking condition, post-increment, pre-increment will make a difference. But here we are not assigning or we are not checking condition. We are writing individually. So value will get updated. That's it. Now here it will come. It's post-increment. Post-increment means what? Later it will be incremented. First it will check the condition. 7 greater than 7. But in the memory, val value will become 8. Okay. Here it will become 7 greater than 7. 7 greater than 7 is it true or false? False. Which means comes out of the loop. Out of the loop, what is there? Print val. Print val means 8 it will print. Understood? I hope Nidhi, someone, I hope you understood what I have said. Got it? Okay, thank you. Cool. Explain it again. Just see, 8 is the first, 5 is the first number we have for val. Now val plus. When I increment it, here we are not storing it or we are not assigning it anywhere. We are not comparing it anything. So whether it is pre or post, it won't affect us. It will simply increment. So value was 5, that will become 6. Now here it will become 7. After that, what will happen? Here it is post increment. Here comparison is there. So first take the value, later increment. So 7 is the value right now. 7 greater than 7. But in the memory, remember, val value is updated as 8. Now 7 greater than 7. Is it true or false? False. As it is false, it will come out of the loop and prints val. Question was printing val. Okay. What is the value now? Current value. What is the value? 8. 8 will be printed. Got it? Understood here? 590 and others. E7. I hope it's clear. If there is no comparison, val value will be incremented. But here there is a comparison now. While loop cannot end without a comparison. Inside a while loop condition must be compared, right? This is while condition. We have something like this. While val plus plus greater than 7 is there. Without while loop, we cannot write a comparison, right? Without condition, we cannot write a while loop. We cannot write a loop. Condition must be there. Okay. If it was not incremented also, output will be 7. That's it. Because increment will not happen, val 7 greater than 7 false, 7 will be the output. If it was pre-incrementation, then what will happen? 8 greater than 7 true was inside, it will run into infinite loop. If it was pre-increment, it will run into infinite loop. Okay, clear? Yes, recording. Morning session I already uploaded. Afternoon session, I hope you have my channel with you. You will get in the same channel, you will get the link. If you don't have the channel or if you don't have the link, I'll just type the link in the chat box. Just stay back and take the link. Okay. I'll share the link of one of the video. In the same channel, you will get the other videos also. Today's video also you will get. Okay. YT dot opening app. If you are getting opening up, I think I pasted it somewhere. No, it's not. Okay, 1 second, I'll share the direct link. This is the link I have. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the videos links. Just see that. I think this is the morning sessions link, boys and girls. The link which I shared in the chat box is a morning sessions link. If you have any doubts in the morning session questions, you can just drag it till there and check that. On the top, question number will be visible, and keep dragging it till there and then see that. Okay. The session now, I'll upload it. Okay.